Previously on Ex-Wives of Rock.
So Bobbie and I are meeting today to discuss the clothing line yet again. It's been challenging. We have a lot of obstacles in the way.
I wish we could get rid of Bobbie and just take the name.
Straighten the up! You're a liar!
Not everybody on the face of the planet and writing a book about it.
I coached Blue in order to not create World War III between us. So I gave her some really great advice, and she took none of it.
I just need to be alone and away from all of it right now. Just some peace and quiet.
In many ways, James Kotak is not unlike a migraine headache or a chronic skin rash.
Of course! I'm a guy!
Once you've got him, he never really goes away. And he usually turns up at the most inopportune times.
Yes?
Yes, hello?
James is calling me on Skype. So this should be interesting.
So where are you?
Well, right now I'm in Samara, Russia.
So are you drinking?
No, I've been doing really good.
So you haven't drank since you left?
I had a few glasses of wine that one night. I was honest, because part of this program is being honest.
So James says part of his program is being honest.
I count how many drinks I don't drink. So basically, I think I used to average about 8 to 10 a day. So I figure every day I don't drink, that's 8 to 10 less than I drank. James,
Why do you make everything so confusing? I feel bad because I know he's constantly waiting for me to go, oh yeah, awesome, so proud. But I don't even have that in me anymore.
Have you talked to Toby, our little baby? Toby's getting worried.
I'm happy for her. Tyler's awesome. In fact, today she's out looking at bridesmaids' dresses with Tyler's sister.
Do I have to pay for those too? It's adding up here, man, but oh well. By the time it's all over, we could have bought a really nice Mercedes.
Dude, your daughter's wedding and a new Mercedes. What a dick thing to say. Are you drinking?
Absolutely not.
Toby told me that if you are, she doesn't want you to walk her down the aisle.
I will not be drinking, and I will walk her down the aisle proudly. This is one of the most important days of our lives.
I would hope that he would want to be present enough to watch his daughter get married. I'm gonna go. See ya. Too much work.
You got spots?
Feels good.
I'm having a facial with Sinead today, and I've asked Sharise to join in. After what happened at my house, I just feel the need to check in with her and make sure everything is cool.
Blue, I'm pissed at you.
Okay, so guess it's not so cool.
I know why you're pissed, and it was wrong.
I
From the
told
house.
you what
From the
not
house.
to say, and then you said it.
Okay.
Why
can
did you
we-
do
look,
that? I told you that was going to be an explosion of
Can we,
horribleness.
can we talk about this for just a
I'm
second?
trying to talk about it. I'm so
Okay,
frustrated.
first-
It was like World War III.
That, my friend, is putting it mildly.
Can you honestly tell me right now that you feel
You're
good
about to
about
piss me
yourself?
off. Do I feel good about myself?
You're putting it all
You
out
don't
there.
give a f***. Do you understand that? Don't f***ing ask when you don't f***ing care. Do you understand? Every f***ing year is the same shit. I'm sick of fighting with you every year.
I want to apologize to you for getting you involved in it. You don't deserve to be involved in it.
Dude,
It's
so
just, it was
so don't
super
wanna do
unfair.
that.
It was super unfair, and I'm sorry.
I don't agree with what she did. And what she did was a game changer for me because I'm gonna stay in my own lane from now on. I'm not getting on the blue freeway. I can't be on her team anymore. Bottom line.
Hello?
Lady friends, come back here. Meet my other lady friends.
I kind of invited Athena over today because I have an ulterior motive.
The f, dude?
You know, there are good surprises
There's a letter from James. Apparently he's gone. Thank you, good night!
and bad surprises.
The f, dude?
Judging by Athena's face, I'm gonna go with bad surprise.
What's up? It was a little bit awkward. It kind of took me out of the zen of my facial.
We need to talk.
I don't like the sneaky.
I know, I'm sorry, but I feel like that got crazy and that we just need to talk about it.
Yeah, it got stupid for sure.
You know, I understand where Sharise is coming from. You know, she's just trying to sort of, she wants to blend it all back together. She wants to try to help everyone out.
Did you want to say sorry for fighting in front of
Yeah,
Athena
I mean-
too, maybe? Because that was not easy to watch.
You know, I'm really sorry that, you know, it went like that. I don't care how she lost the weight. I don't care. The bottom line is when your friend loses 35 pounds in 3 weeks and has no hair on her head, has pulled every hair on, I'm worried. I will always care about her. She completely and totally offended me with some of the things that she said.
You're a f***ing drunk pill popper all the time. You drink and are drunk all the time. You want to go there? What? I think you're a f***ing pathological liar.
Really?
Who talks
At this point, I feel like maybe somebody else needs to check in with her and make sure she's all right, because right now I'm not the person to do that.
It felt judgy though, the way you did it.
It came out the wrong way. I mean, it was coming from a good place, and I was hoping that what would happen would be a support system of everybody, but it didn't go that way. And I snapped.
The thing is that we feel like you guys just don't each other. And I don't know who
I don't
doesn't
dislike Bobbie. I have a difficult time being around her when she's like that. It's difficult.
She has a difficult time being around you when you tell her she uses her husband's death for 15 minutes of fame.
Let's not talk about Bobbie. Let's talk
not working.
Let's talk about you guys. You guys have a separate relationship. I know that you love Athena. And so let's not fight with Athena. Athena and Blue, mendable. As far as Bobbie and Blue, that's a little tougher. I was thinking, remember you had talked about that psychic that wanted to like do a healing with you and
Yeah,
Blue?
Amy.
You guys were rivals in a past life.
What happened?
I'll tell you both if you vote to. That's the only way I'm gonna get you to sit down with her.
I'm just thinking it might not be a bad idea if you guys went and just see what really is the underlying issue that could possibly be or not be there. It's a little bridge. Can you come halfway to the bridge, and can you come halfway to the bridge and meet each other at the psychics?
Look, I'll go. I'll give all this funk one last shot.
One last
Me
shot.
too.
And then after that, I'm like, after that, I can't do this anymore.
right.
Life is good, man.
Well, would you look at that? Fences are getting mended. Whereas here, this looks like a back getting broken. Honestly, this guy's using muscles I didn't know we all had.
Amazing. I'm training for one of the largest pole championship conferences there is. I'm really excited, and I'm meeting today with my trainer, Max, who is not shabby to look at or be with.
Oh, Max. Remember him? Freakishly handsome, freakishly bendy, and freakishly strong. No wonder he was Cher's backup dancer.
And hold it here, more. There, and go. I like this shape better.
I do too. It feels way safer.
Yeah, safe. That's exactly the word I was gonna use.
I have students that want to compete. They really want to go on this journey, and I don't really feel that I'm capable as a teacher to take anyone on a journey that I have not been on myself. Thank you so much. I would be lost without you.
Well, that was kind of touching. Too bad Bobbie's about to kill the mood.
Oh, come on. I have a whole gang of hangers with me because I bought them for Sharise just so she never, never, never misplaces any again or accuses anyone of stealing them. Am I bitter about this? Not at all.
Really? Are you 12? Oh my God. Seriously, are you in 2nd grade? Why would you throw something at me? You know I might throw it back.
Bobbie and Sharise don't fight all that often.
Good job.
But when they do, it's ugly.
Really? Are you 12?
But-
What is your problem? I was joking. You're being a freak right now.
I think maybe it's probably not a good idea to work with your friends. There's already too much going on right now with all this drama. Keep the friendship sacred at this point.
So maybe this isn't a good idea. Honestly, like, we're fighting over stupid shit. And you're busy as hell with all your stuff, and you don't really have time for me.
I want to help you though. Let's revisit this idea in like 60 days. Okay. Does that sound good?
Sounds good.
Well, once again, it's a testament to the strength of their friendship that these ladies can mend fences no matter how broken they are.
Enjoy the hangers.
Thank you. I
welcome.
will.
I mean, just check this out. Did you think it could turn out this way?
Don't trip.
I'm a little scared, yeah.
Because I didn't.
Athena and I are going to see the spiritual advisor today to talk about our issues with each other.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, it's so good to see you. Come on
Good
in.
to see you.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Blue. Let me give you a hug.
Oh, hi.
How are you? I wanted to see if I could read Blue for just a few minutes.
Yeah,
Since I
totally.
read you before.
That's cool. She can give me a minute to wonder, like, why I'm here.
You get yourself into situations because you really, really want to trust, but I feel at your core that you really don't.
I would say that what Amy said is true. In particular, given the way the last few years have gone with Bobbie and Athena and some of the just rapid firing.
I don't know how willing you are for me to go into, earlier things in your childhood, but it feels like you've been through a lot. Maybe stuff that you don't even really share with these women. Feels to me like a lot of trauma and things that you've overcome that they're not aware of, and that this is where you look like you're getting emotional.
I was that kid with the glasses and the headgear and the braces and the corrective shoes. Girls were really, really mean. I got locked in lockers and I got beat up at least once a month. Hanging with Bobbie and Athena sort of takes me back to that place.
I would love to go get her right now, if that's okay.
That'd
with
be
you.
great.
Okay, perfect. Hold on just a second.
I have no idea what to expect. Absolutely none. I have no idea.
I think I have a good way to explain this.
Sure.
Because I'm not here to hurt your feelings. I think she makes herself
She tries to be really nice.
look
and
better, or to have done better, or do like
And
thinking
why
that,
would
that
she do that?
it would make me like her more. But I already like her how she is. There's a million different Blues, and one of them's cool. She doesn't hang out much, but yeah. I never know who I'm gonna get with Blue. There's stories she's told us about herself that we all call bullshit on. Because I think maybe there's some truth to them, but I think they've been blown sky high. It's done in a way to make herself appear better than us.
I'm not better than any of you guys, or anybody else for that matter. Wow, okay, so you asked me to tell you something about myself, and the first time that I really do tell you something about myself, how could it possibly be true?
The sense that I get is that you had to make your life seem better as a child so you could tolerate it. When things are so hard for a person and the trauma is so intense, you almost have to make people seem like they're better than they are, or that they like you more than they do, or you have to earn their affection. There's a deeper psychological aspect going on than just someone being a feminine.
I feel sorry for her that she had some things going on. None of us knows what it actually is. If she doesn't want to tell us, so we don't know what's wrong with her, then man, do something about it on your own.
I want to explain something going much further back. Where the original issue has come from. The three of you, the Bobbie, were sisters. Something happened to your mother. I don't know the full extent, but Bobbie had to do something almost like illegal with money to get your mother into safety because she was like imprisoned or something. You exposed your older sister and got her hung. You never forgave her for that. And Bobbie is mad as hell.
I might have to believe that. It's just too out there and it seems true. I mean, that could happen. She would want to do it in this life.
The only people that I have these problems with is this group of people. I don't have these problems in my life, on the other side of my life.
No, I think they probably know a different Blue too.
They know the real me.
Okay, then why are you even around us?
I'm asking myself that same question right now. It hurts my feelings. I don't feel like I have to prove anything or be any kind of way. If you don't like me for the way I am at this moment, then that's okay too.
I've worked some crazy miracles before, but I don't know if that's gonna happen here.
This lady right here seems to find the good in everyone.
Hi. You're strong. It's intense. Truth isn't a weapon sometimes, you know?
Yeah,
And but you're wonderful. I like adore you.
So you know when she says this.
I've worked some crazy miracles before, but I don't know if that's gonna happen here.
It's kind of a bad sign.
I hope there's something to save. If there's not, though, I'm not gonna beat a dead horse. I'm tired, so I'm out of here. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye, sweetie. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Really.
Hey.
What's going on?
Kirk and I are always so happy to see each other.
So anyway, speaking about where you've been and who's priority and whatever you're gonna do, what are you doing with Bobbie?
Oh, well, yeah, that's not happening.
Why is that?
First of all, you have to come up with the money. She can't come up with the money. And then there was this big fight about pink velvet hangers yesterday. And we just both realized that we probably shouldn't work together, that it's bad for friendship and...
But you should have realized that before you started.
Kirk's the first one to always say, I told you so, I told you so. God, I hate when he's right.
People gotta learn to help themselves before you can help them, that's for sure.
Well, I mean, if you're in a position to help a friend, I think you always should.
Yeah, but this isn't help. This is you working with her. You're not making anything off it. I take 20%. That's how I do it. No, but that's you should be doing it the same way.
I don't.
Whatever they spend, you add a percent. No, what do you mean? Your time has to be worth something.
If it was a stranger, I'm all about that. Yes, but this is my 20-year friend, and I don't feel comfortable charging people I know. You would charge your mother.
100%. I'm actually bringing some people in. So I'm bringing my friend Mams and his girlfriend Jessica.
Oh, I know Mams.
Yeah, okay, well, his girlfriend's a pussycat doll.
I'm excited to work with a pussycat doll. This sounds fun and exciting. I'm just hoping that Kirk doesn't mess it up, because sometimes that happens. Often-ish.
What would you need from me in this meeting? Like, am I designing for this girl? Is she gonna pretend design?
You know, just like what I usually do, I just use you to be nice to people and flip through
And draw
stuff.
them in.
And then I'll handle the rest of it.
Kirk does the customer service and the paperwork, and I do everything else. So he needs me. He better shh.
Once again, Kirk retains the title of least charming man in LA. Although lately he's had some fierce competition.
Let me pour you some poison, and then you can tell me all about what he did this time.
Dude.
Newsflash. Josh has done it again.
I just got contacted by a couple of girls. One of them said that he's been texting her this entire time that we've been together.
He was texting that he missed this one girl and her booty.
She was saying that he was hired to be my boyfriend.
Oh my God.
That was pretty effed up.
And she was like, well, I just thought it was weird, but it sounded so crazy that I believed it.
Oh my God, are you freaking out?
Yeah, I'm totally freaking out.
You guys aren't. It's not gonna. I don't know how to say it. I've already said it to her. It's not working.
Anyway,
I wonder how he'd feel if you had a few of those.
That's what I said. Anyway, this is a constant fight, and she wants to meet me.
Yes.